Okay, good morning everybody and welcome to Wembley for this England squad announcement for the forthcoming fixtures against Andorra and Senegal, joined by Thomas Tuchel. We'll shortly throw it to the floor and we'll make it a maximum of 2 questions per person, and if we do have time we'll come back round at the end. And we'll start as ever with Rob Dorset, Sky Sports News.
Hi Thomas, I'll let you get your water sorted out first.
Yes, thank you so much.
How are you? You well?
Very well, thank you.
Good man.
Let's go.
You've surprised a few of us again with your selections and interested us an awful lot.
Did I?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you first about Ivan Toney, who for us is probably the biggest headline inclusion, and Dominic Solanke not being in the squad.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, Ivan deserves to be with us, I think, and I'm convinced because he scored over 20 goals for Al Ahly this season. He won a major title with the Asian Champions League, had big involvement in the team, in goals and assists, and huge contribution. I told you last time, I think that I will try to put a visit in my schedule and visit him in Saudi, which I didn't make, so I thought, why not to bring him over and let him travel to us. It's a good occasion now to also test new players, see new players, meet Ivan in person, see him in the environment. We decided to nominate 3 number 9s, 3 strikers, with Harry and with Ollie Watkins. And I had a call with Dom Solanke, of course, who deserved to be with us, who won a major title, a major trophy now with Tottenham, and he was a big player for them. But he was in camp already. I have a clear picture what Dom can bring to this group and what he did, and now is still the moment to see new players, get a feeling for them and see them within the group. And because Ollie and Ivan were both not with us, that's basically the decision.
Thank you. It's a 26-man squad you've named, and obviously the Club World Cup, which you've won yourself, starts 4 days after your friendly with Senegal. Will you have all 26 players here for both games, or do you plan to be a little bit flexible for the players that have got big commitments coming up with their clubs?
To cut it short, yes, we will start the camp with 26 and finish the camp with the same 26. That's the decision in the end. Me, myself, I was an advocate and I could see the reasons for the players who go to Club World Cup to maybe leave a bit earlier, to maybe change the squad. We had even discussions if we nominate the squad without Club World Cup players. So the discussion was very open in all directions, but very, very quickly. We understood that it's also important for us. It's one of 5 camps. It's only 1 year to go until the World Cup. So why to send players away? We want to cherish and worship every day that we have together. And what signal would it send to the group to send players away? And I can understand the arguments, especially of the clubs, who would love to see their players maybe get a rest. But we have, I think, strongest arguments for ourselves and for our goals that we want to reach. And like I said, we are building a group. We are building a togetherness. We want to develop a camaraderie, and this is only possible if we take every day seriously. And that's why we keep the group together. The players know it, the clubs know it, and this is our decision.
Thank you. Carrie Brown next.
And we will manage we will try to manage then the minutes of the players, of course, regarding who will play the first match, second match, and will go to a Club World Cup.
Carrie.
Thomas, there was some belief that Ben White might come into this squad. Are there situations off the field that mean he has a future in England, but he's just not in this camp?
Yes, and he made very strong progress and was involved in the latest matches of Arsenal, which I was very delighted to see. And we had a talk, and we decided that is at the moment not the moment, because he is he will become a father very soon. So and the baby is due right in the exact date of the camp. So it's his first child, and we wish him and his wife all the best for that. And we thought if he comes back, he should come back with a clear mind and a free mind and full focus on football, which is now not the case. So we decided together that this is not the camp for him to come back. It is also, he played lately, but I think he can still, a second reason is that he can still like 10, 15, maybe 20% increase in the physical ability. So giving all circumstances, we decided that he is not with us.
The follow-up question is, he is now ready and available, and you're ready to select him for England?
Yes, 100%.
For the next camp?
Yeah, 100%. He was ready. He was ready to be selected now, but the main reason is because of family, because of hopefully nice family reasons, is that we don't pick him.
Thanks. Alex.
Hi, Thomas. Trevor Chalobah in for the first time, a player you know well from Chelsea. Can you tell us the reasons for that, and also no Mark Gahey? Was that fitness or selection?
No, Mark was normally meant to be with us, of course, because why not? He's the captain of Palace, and they had a huge title here in Wembley in the FA Cup, a huge win, and he is a big part of this success story. And he had a good period after camp, even But he got injured in the FA Cup final, and it's a facial injury, and the specialist, the eye is involved, and the eye specialist told us to not take the risk. This was the advice, and we followed the advice. That was the reason why he's not with us. What was the other? Trevor. Well, he deserves it. It's as easy as that. I think he played a fantastic second half of the season with Chelsea. He is very, very consistent on a very high level, especially after our first camp in the last months, and that's why we tried to give it a go.
And just on the Club World Cup, have you had any managers reach out to you specifically and asked you to leave their players out?
No, I never did this as a club manager, because I always respected the international duties and also the wish of the players to represent their country. It's an honor and a privilege, so I always respected that, and I had the feeling everyone respects now our decisions. The clubs reach, of course, out to the federation to understand in which direction we are going and what we are planning. But everyone knows and accepts that it's our choice, and everything good.
Okay, any questions outside our three broadcasters here? Yep, James Ollie at the end there.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
It's always a balancing act, club versus country. It's always a conversation with England, I'm sure a lot of other national teams. How have you found being on the other side of those conversations as an international manager?
The more experience I got, the more calm I was with these periods, and the more experience, the more international my teams were, the more I understood how much it means to players, especially also players from South America, who are always eager and keen to play for their country. And I tell you very openly, very honest, our players are very proud to come to camp, even if it's like an extra travel arrangement. It's extra games in the schedule, and the June window is never an easy window. The March window is never an easy window for the players who are involved in international in the European competitions, Champions League, Europa League, and about winning domestic titles. The June window is never easy because some players had already a little bit of holidays. Some, like the Chelsea guys, play on Wednesday a major final. So everyone is also keen to have some free days, and then comes the nomination. But overall, everyone is excited, and when I speak to players, they are more than happy to come. They want to come. They are desperate to come, and that's the feeling that we want. I think they also know that it's kind of new. It's our second camp together, so we feel the excitement, and everyone is proud to come, and this has to be like that.
And just on the Club World Cup, it's obviously a competition you've won, but it was a week in February then. It's now 4 weeks in the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a view that it's a tournament sort of too far for the players. I wonder what your view was on it.
Yeah, it's a massive tournament, a new one, of course, a lot of traveling, and it's the tournament is very long. But that's the calendar nowadays. I think once the players are there, I think the players will love the challenge. The players will embrace the challenge to play against teams they have maybe never played before. So there are like some big matches coming. The Club World Cup in February that I played in was very, very different, and maybe it will change the perception now with this World Cup tournament every 4 years. So let's see. It's not worth complaining. It's the schedule, and we have to find the best solutions within the schedule for the players. That's why I said, and because I was in club football, we will take care of the minutes of the players if we can. And manage from there, but being the time together, spending it together was very important for us.
Okay, we can allow just a question at the back, and then we'll allow Rob and Kerry to come in for a few more.
Hi, Tom.
Hi,
Thomas. Just on Trent, your predecessor viewed him as a midfielder, but you've listed him as a defender. I just wanted to know your thoughts on Trent's qualities, and perhaps, do you agree with the feeling that in perhaps a game with lots of transitions that he's not really suited to that midfield position, but perhaps if you play him at right back, you can get the best out of him?
Hopefully we get the best out of him. Well, I think there cannot be any doubt about his talent. I think he's a pretty special player and a kind of a unique player. I would say he is a right fullback. That's his position. The way he plays a right fullback is maybe very unorthodox because he has this special talent, a special vibe around his game. So it's maybe also on us to adapt to him, and as much it is on him to adapt to us. I'm very happy that he's ready to be picked. He's fit. And he was very happy to come and wanted absolutely to come and to get to know me in person and get to know my staff and be around the other players. So we are excited that we have this chance. Last time he was injured. He won another major trophy. He was hugely involved in this unbelievable campaign for his home club, for Liverpool, which is massive. So he is a winner, and we are very positive about it. So I'm happy that he's back, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, Rob, let's come back in 2 more.
Thomas, can I ask you about your midfield selections a little bit, please? Conor Gallagher, back in for your first chance to look at him. I know he's been playing very well for Atletico Madrid, but a little surprise from some that Adam Wharton isn't in there, who's been playing very well for Palace, especially when you saw him play so well for Palace here when they won the FA Cup.
And we made Adam train with us in the last camp, and he was with under 21s, but he trained with us and was very, very good, we know. So at the moment there's also a little injury problem, like a concussion protocol going on from the final. In the FA Cup, and together with Tino Livramento, Cheryl Kwanzaa, Elliot Anderson, Liam Delap, like all names that could be, play a role for us. But a major tournament comes also up for the under 21s, and the intention is that they play a big part in this tournament. And I think it's important. I like it a lot that they have the chance to be leaders in this group, to be players that Lee hopefully relies on and will rely on, and we will monitor this very, very closely. But for these players, we decided, or the intention is that they take their responsibility for the under 21s.
Briefly, thank you for that. Briefly about the centre back positions as well. Chalobah comes back in. Dan Burn keeps his place.
Yes.
No Harry Maguire, who wasn't available to you first time round, I think, because of injury.
Yeah.
Is he not in your thoughts?
He is, of course. He's always in my thoughts because he covers, of course, the position as a central defender, but also as a number 9, as you know. So he is always in our thoughts. He's always a threat from set pieces. He's a big personality, and he steps up also in difficult times, as you can see in his club. He's always in our thoughts. At the moment, Esri keeps his place. Dan Burn as a left foot keeps his place. Mark is more happy to play on the left side, but had an injury, so we decided for a left footer with Levi Colville to get this, and we see at the very moment Trevor a little bit ahead of Harry. I think that I have a very clear picture of what Harry represents and what Harry can do and what he will bring to a squad. I am not so clear about how would Trevor behave in this environment. So this is where it is, and I think performance-wise, Trevor is a step ahead at the moment. He is involved in a fighting for Champions League campaign, and that's why.
Okay, we'll finish with two from Kerry.
Thomas, Lewis Skelly, an outstanding season from him, just stepping into that Champions League semi-final with such natural ease, but you're still a little light on the left there, considering that was a real issue for Gareth Southgate. Is that a real concern for you?
Not a concern, because first of all, we love Miles and what he does and what he did. We have Reece James, who can play on the left side without a problem. Tino Livramento would have been a natural choice, but we decided that he takes the role. The intention is that he plays for the under-21, so no concern. And we have O'Reilly for Man City lately playing on this position. So no, players will come up and players will show up. Luke Shaw was involved in the last matches and coming hopefully back to his best version of himself. So we'll find always a good solution.
You've got Crystal Palace players in your squad, so any Crystal Palace fans concerned that you're not believing in Adam Wharton by putting him in the under-21s. Can you talk about your belief of sort of loaning back players to the 21s, ensuring in a competition year they get a chance to win? How important is that?
Well, it's the last chance for them, for most of them, to be picked in the under-21s. So this is the last window. From September, they fight for a place in the national team, and then they fight against big players in a big concurrent situation. So I think they will embrace it to now play the Euros with the under-21s, and that's what we want from them. Take responsibility. I mean, this year Newcastle won the Carabao Cup, Crystal Palace won the FA Cup, the Spurs won the Europa League. So a lot of players were involved in titles who are not used of winning titles. So this is a big boost for us. It's very, very good, because they showed that they have the winning mentality, and then they showed they can bring it over the line no matter what. And this is what we want now from the young guys when they go with Lee for the under-21s. We want exactly that, and this will play a huge part in their development. I'm absolutely convinced. And from September they have to compete for the spots in our team.
Okay.
A lot of people see the Wharton's exclusion, Jordan Henderson, into the team. I spoke to Harry Kane about Jordan Henderson, and I was like, can we talk about what a future coach he'll make because of his leadership qualities? And he said, no, that would be disrespectful, because he's still giving so much on the pitch, so much to the squad. Can you explain to people that are still quite sceptical that he's in your selection again, what he brings to you as a coach and on the field, even when he's not playing?
If you have a training exercise in different groups, and then the group where Jordan is, you can just turn your back. You don't need to watch. He will take care of all the standards in this group. It may be a possession game, may be a passing exercise, may be the warm-up. You don't need to take care of this group, because he takes care of this group. Jordan takes care of standards. Jordan sets the standards. He is vocal. He's a natural leader. And the others follow. So he has this kind of ability, and that's why he's with us, because he's doing this in a very impressive way. He's still playing on a decent level, and that's why there was not a thought to drop him.
You seemed a bit exasperated by the question, and you frustrated having to justify his...
No, I can understand it, but once you meet Jordan and once you see Jordan, once you speak to Jordan, it's such an obvious choice that it's maybe your perception is a bit far, seems far away from my perception, but I can understand the question. But it's not Adam Wharton versus Jordan Henderson. What Jordan Henderson brings in the moment to the group, under-21 player cannot bring. It's just impossible from the personality, from the experience. And Jordan is more than happy to accept the challenge also, that he wants no gifts, he wants no presents. And at the moment, considering the last camp, it's only my second camp, so considering last camp, he had all the right to be picked again.
Okay, we'll end it there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.